Alright, so hey, just another guy playing Resident Evil. I made two introductions. So this is just me first and foremost showing that it works, but I know a lot of people are here because same thing as me. How the heck do you play Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City multiplayer ever since Steam, butchered it? And I finally got it. Now the reason why I'm making this guide is even though I got all my information from a bunch of guides, they were spread out all over the place. Everything was scattered. It took a while piecing everything together, getting it all to work, doing the right things. 10, 15 hours of going the wrong way. It was a mess. So I wanted to make a guide that's a lot easier to get people together and be able to get this um, back in the hands of PC players. So this is just showing that it works. So you can click continue, click public, and it's going to put you into the searching matchmaking. Obviously, right now, because this guide isn't out, I'm going to search for players. I'm probably going to search for players indefinitely because no one's on it. And maybe onesies and twosies players jump in the lobby and start searching, right? But if it's you and you're like sitting there for 30 minutes, you're going to stop matchmaking because no one's there anymore. But it does work. First and foremost, here's the game for Windows Live. My wife, the whole reason I started doing this to be able to play it with her. You see right there, she's logged in right now. And at the end of this video, I'll have a small clip of my terrible gameplay of I don't know how to play this game anymore, but it at least shows, playing and everything. Yeah, so I will get right into it. So the first and foremost is that you need to have the game on Steam. Now, I'm 95% sure that's the case. I'm 95% because I own the game, right? I have it on Steam. However, if you notice something, Steam's open, and this says play, but it's already open. So Steam's not detecting it. And in fact, if I go back here and I try to click Steam Store, which actually, does that mean my DLC's gone? Okay, this just in. The DLC might not work, so if someone wants to add on to this guide and get the DLC working, that might be the next step. Obviously, getting multiplayer to work is first step, but I just realized I don't think I have my DLC because my DLC is through the Steam store. That's unfortunate. So I basically got this to work though by several guides. The first and foremost was this random guide that I'm not gonna lie, I looked at it and I was like, there ain't no way this works. I just didn't think it was gonna work. But it does. So and the reason why is because it starts off saying, here, download this zip file from my Google Drive, which raises every red flag in the book. But I took a chance, and I want to say that's probably why I have the game working. So you download this zip file, right, and it's going to give you GFLW return, which is what he named it, which has all these files, which are just replacing a lot of core files inside of the Operation Raccoon City folder. Now, this is from the 2014 update of the game, I believe, before Games for Windows Live was gutted out of the game. Now, you can, I'm going to link this guide for this exact reason. One, to give him credit, or them credit, but also because in case you don't want to download this zip file. You can do the longer way. You can go to the 5th page of this, and this person posted this, where you can download, go to the Steam console, do this, and it's basically going to give you a really, really, really large 8 gigabyte, recopy of the game from when it was, 2014. I imagine that works, but I don't believe I needed it. I think I did both, so, if yours isn't working after you follow my guide, then go ahead and do this, and then re-download these zip files over top of it. Because I did do both, so for all I know, it's a combination of them. But I don't think so, because they're both the same versions. Right, so yeah, first and foremost, you're going to get this zip file. So you just download it, which it's going to download it a second time because I already have it. And you get these files. You extract those files. And you're going to take these files, and I'm not going to do it, I already have it in here, but you're going to copy them over into here. I don't know if that is what caused Raccoon City to disconnect from Steam. I'm not completely upset about it because they're the ones who butchered Games for Windows Live, and it saves me a bunch of steps from putting my Steam in offline mode and all this other stuff. All right, so you do that. That's step number one. Step number two, if you see there's two files in my folder that are missing that would be in your folder if you had yours folder open side by side with this guide. And those files are the, what is it, xlive. Well, there's only one way to find out. xlive DLL and xlive PDB. Right. So those two files are what connect to Windows the Windows Games for Windows Live, right? You're going to delete them. Why would you do that if you want Games for Windows Live? Because you're going to download a surprisingly working version of Games for Windows Live. And it's going to pull from that rather than pulling from this folder. So if you were to try to start the game right now without Games for Windows Live, it's going to start up, it's going to recognize there's no Games for Windows Live, and it's going to shut down. All right, and as someone actually, pointed out in this guide, I commented to let them know, like, hey, I figured it out. Yeah, can't launch the game. So if you don't download Windows Live, you're not going to be able to launch the game. So that's going to bring me to my second link, and these are all going to be in the description. I don't do YouTube videos, so it's going to look as neat as I can get it to look. But it is what it is. I'm honestly just doing this to help people out. You can download this file, and you will get. Do I just download it? There it is. Games for Windows Live zips. So you extract these, and you're going to want to run no particular order, except I would at least keep this one for last because that's like the main one. Maybe you don't have to do that, but it's what I did it. So I don't know. To download MSI or this one, or double click this one first, and then double click this one first, unless for some reason you're on 32-bit, and then double click this one. And then after you do all those ones, double click this one. Now, when you do that, at the end of the installation, you're gonna click launch, and you're obviously going to be hit with this because the marketplace isn't working, or it's down, or it's shut down, or whatever. Can't start the program. Don't worry about that. You're not trying to go to the marketplace. You're just trying to get to the overlay, right? Once you do that, that's why you deleted the Xbox Live and the DLL in here, because now it's going to pull from that Games for Windows Live. So whenever you start the game up and you press home, boom. But obviously, you're not going to have this right away. You're going to have the logins, right? So I'm going to try to walk through this, considering I could sign out, but I don't know if it'll make me do my product key again. Playing a game you lose on stuff. Okay, no, I don't want to do that then. All right, so you'll basically get, it'll say create a new profile and load a new profile. So what you're going to do is you're going to load new profile, and it's going to ask you to put your Windows Live and your Windows Live password. Now, before you do that, go to your Windows button. Make sure you log into the Xbox app. There's a method to the madness. I don't know how this works. Don't ask me how. I just know it works. You log into the Xbox app, and then you're going to log in to Xbox.com. Oh, and you have to forgive me. I'm all over the place because ADHD is a bitch. Log into the website. Obviously, I don't know if that is required. I just did these things because someone told me to in a obscure guide somewhere else, and I'm just putting it all together, like I said. So you open it up in the website, open it up in the Xbox, and then you go back to the game, type just your email. When you go to password, it should autofill, and it should auto do all the check marks. If you did that, that means your Xbox app integrated into the Games for Windows Live. You'll sign in. It'll, load your profile, and then bam, you're good. And then it'll ask you to put your product key in. Now, like I said, I don't think you need to have Steam because this disabled Steam altogether, anyways. But you will need a CD key, right? Now, if you own the game, you should have a CD key. And what's nice about that CD key is that apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently that has 15 uses on it. and that's 15 uses in general. That's not 15 uses of your own account. That's not, it's 15 uses just in general. You could give it to 15 friends. You could reinstall the game 15 times. But it's a hard cap 15. Once that 15 runs out, I don't know how you get more. I imagine you could probably buy it somewhere. If I find a place to buy it, I'll post that in the YouTube as well. But this is kind of going, based off of you own the game. You can get your CD key. Once you activate your CD key, you should be greeted with your, the bar just like how I have it. And it should sign you in. And then you should be good to go. You should see exactly what I'm seeing. You better click public and everything. Now, yeah, I don't want to leave. Now, don't expect to jump right in. There's no good guides out there. There's several bits and pieces of guides out there, and even this one that I say that I'm putting everything all together in one guide. I'm a fucking cracked out ADHD fucking adult, so I'm all over the place too, but at least all the information's compiled in one spot. So I say that to say, this guide isn't going to make the public matchmaking just start popping. You're not going to see like 50 people populating in here, right? And that's going to bring me to the last bit, right? I actually started to make a Discord until the thought occurred, well, there's probably already a Discord for people that are trying to get the game to work. There is. So I'm going to post this link to this Discord. I'm not affiliated with them, but they're trying to keep the game alive, the community alive. So, why not? You better come in here and do rank PC, and then come to PC matchmaking and just pop in here and say, just give messages and say, hey, yeah, you're trying to play, blah, blah, blah. Which a lot of people in here are already doing that. Hopefully this makes that a little bit more, right? But yeah, at the very least, if, you don't find a crap ton of people playing, you don't find a billion people on the Discord, if you have that one friend you want to play the game with, or a family member, or you find one person in this Discord, I don't know, then at least you can play it multiplayer. That's the gist of this whole entire thing, is at least you can play it multiplayer. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't do YouTube videos. That's it. And on to the gameplay, I guess. Wait, where'd you go? Oh. I like how I'm short. Oh shit! I didn't touch it. I like how I'm making a short gameplay video to show off the multiplayer, and I'm just getting my ass beat. So instead of the comments being like, "Oh my god, you hope you fix the multiplayer," it's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you suck." But yeah, no. I didn't install this game again because I'm good at it. My shots.
Run!
Oh shit! Oh, come. If I ever die one more time, I'm gonna lose my everyone.
I close.
Did you die too?
No, we're close to being dead.
Oh,
Goddamn!
Yeah, oh, Bertha's dead.
Fuck Bertha. Oh shit, I'm on fire.
Yeah, I'm on fire too. Excuse me, sir, you can't touch her. That's a female. You're gonna get a sexual harassment charge.
You, sir?
Okay, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to say something there, and the audio didn't say something, because I think he says like something like, "I got the sample" or something. I can't remember. Items collected C. I was collecting all the items.
I got D in the items.
What'd you get for kills and deaths?
Oh, kills and death S.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. So we got level up too, so what's nice... Oh, by the way, since I set up your game for Windows Live, it's using Xbox, so I don't know if you ever had an Xbox, but... So you have, like, basically no profile. I have my old profile from, like, 15 years ago. But... I think I can get the... Ooh, I can get the active camouflage now. Let's go. Can I use both? Yeah, I can. So I can use... You can only use one active ability and you can get both passive abilities. So just from that one match, I was able to get both my passive abilities and... No! I'll be able to get a better rifle in like a match or two. Oh, is there in-game chat too? I can file a complaint. I don't. Is this even like? Is this even monitored anymore? Apparently, I can file a complaint against you, or submit. I could submit a player review. This player will become a preferred player, increasing your chances of playing together. Well, considering no one else is playing this right now, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about being preferred matching with you in this. Until I release this guide. I'm gonna go fucking stop this video now that I got the gameplay.